You're not coming back till February, right?
That's right, and it's kind of in February a little bit.
Yeah,
so, I
true.
mean, this is the last show for weeks, certainly weeks.
All right, time is of the essence, my friend. Chop, chop, you got to tell me about this. They've already got a clock on.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Let's hit the ground running.
Exactly.
The United States government and the Canadian government did something last year for the very first time. They had a collaborative effort. They did a thing called the Pride of Two Nations. The United States Mint and the Royal Canadian Mint came together and did a coin set in this. We had the American Silver Eagle out of this that is completely and totally, utterly sold out for $299.95.
Okay.
I have some of the Canadian coins, which are just as rare.
Okay.
Just as unique. They only come out of this set. There's only 100,000 of these that you're going to see. But instead of $200, the greatest opportunity, $79.95. $79.95 certified proof 70 deep cameo out of the Pride of Two Nations set. Now, we talk about the U.S. government is changing the American Silver Eagle next year. And they're going to add on the complete redesign on the reverse, on the obverse, they're going to be doing some anti-counterfeiting technology. Something quite, I'm hoping it's something like this coin. The Canadians are leading the world in anti-counterfeiting technology. Take a look at this. So this is Pride of Two Nations. So look at this right here. So you have the maple leaf. And then in here you have all the tiny little maple leaves and stars for the American.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Now watch this. They have done these so spectacularly. If you move that forward, see it says Canada, 1 ounce pure silver, the whole thing. They, in essence, disappear. They are cut so perfectly. And so finally, when you take it back like that, it's almost a holographic effect, but it's done with the laser engraving of the dies.
Love it.
You go on this side, same thing. There's Queen Elizabeth, and when you pop that forward, there it is, Elizabeth II. As you can see, and you're going to do that, but you put that back, and that is what you're going to have. You have all these incredibly fine lines that are in here that create all of that thing. This is the modified proof coin. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that they do some sort of stuff like this with the American Silver Eagle for next year. You know, 2021, they're redesigning the American Silver Eagle. This is the standard. Here's the thing. This is a special Canadian maple leaf. It's not a regular one. I mean, the regular one's $99 or $119.95. I've got the coin out of last year's sold out limited edition Pride of Two Nations set. It only comes out of here. It's a modified proof coin. There's only 100,000 of these in existence, and I've got them at a special price of $79.95, 1 ounce pure silver, certified absolutely perfect PR70, as you can see right there, Pride of Two Nations. Absolutely amazing opportunity for you to be able to own this. Like I said, the companion piece, the American Silver Eagle, $299, completely and utterly, totally sold out.
Well, and you don't have a lot of these either. I mean,
I don't even.
You don't. I mean, at this point, only a couple. Okay, listen. He's the king of coins. I got stuff. All right. So $26.65. Remember, again, Mike does things in the world of coin collecting no one else does. You have to remember you're dealing with another government when he does something like this.
The United States government has never collaborated on a coin set with any other government prior, basically, to 2019. And this is the Royal Canadian Mint with the United States Mint. Absolutely spectacular. This was the original, but you don't get this. I mean, you know, this is what it looked like. So here's what the set was right there. So you can see it had the American Eagle right here, and there's the Canadian Maple Leaf. This is gone at $299.95. Same amount of silver, same amount of rarity, same amount of scarcity, same amount of exclusivity, just for $79.95. What an amazing way to start the show.
Absolutely. It is last chance for sure. Only a few hundred available, 703-174. And remember again, Mike's last show until actually well into the month of February. I saw you do something like this is this one you do with Suzanne?
Yeah. Well, no, we debuted the Tiger Shark.
The Tiger Shark, okay.
I have